Hey guys, welcome to this video. My name is Alicia and on this channel we're going to be talking all things luxury, fashion and travel. So if you're interested in any of those three areas, please consider subscribing and clicking that notification bell down below so you never miss a video that I upload. So today we're going to be reviewing the Louis Vuitton Alma BB and taking a look at how it's worn over time and what fits inside the bag. Now for a little bit of context, I've owned this bag for just a little over a year. Now, because I do like to keep the bags and boxes of everything I do buy, I will be able to show you what comes with the bag when you first purchase it. So you have the giant bag that it comes in, and then inside you obviously have the box. Now inside the box you get two dust bags. So the first dust bag you get is actually for the Alma BB itself. The second dust bag you get is for the padlock. Now I also did keep the receipt from when I purchased the bag. At the time I purchased this bag was 2,080 Australian dollars. It is now 2,160 Australian dollars. So I'm also going to just pop in a few other options available in the Alma BB. They do range in price from 2,160 all the way to 25,900. So do with that information what you will. This is the bag itself after about a year of use. Now I am going to insert a photo of what it did look like when it was first purchased. This specific bag is in the monogram canvas and the vachetta leather. Now there's something that you guys may notice between that photo and the actual bag, and that's the change in color of the vachetta leather. Now I want to emphasize that is completely normal. It is completely natural of the bag to do that. It's just a result of general use and exposure to the elements. Now if you think that's something that's going to bother you, then you may be better going for the demi ebony canvas option, which doesn't do that. This bag comes with gold hardware, so you've got the gold zipper, you've got the gold padlock as well. The keys for the padlock are also gold. You do have the option of hot stamping initials on this little key bell as well. I got my initials done, my first, middle and last name with dots in the middle. Now there is a microfiber lining inside. Don't think that's the best light. I'm just going to use my phone light as well to see if that makes it any better. So it's just a brown microfiber lining with one inside pocket, and the rest of the bag is kind of just a big empty hole. Double top handle. As you can see, I've attached the TWILLY to it. You do get a removable strap but not adjustable, and that's something that's important to note because when it's a non-adjustable bag, it doesn't really factor in the height of the wearer. So I will also insert a clip for reference. I am 152 centimeters, and as you can probably see in the video, the bag actually sits quite low on me. It's not the most annoying thing, but it does get annoying sometimes, especially if I've got my hands full and I'm trying to grab something from my bag. My arms just aren't really long enough to go into the bag itself. I kind of have to use one hand to hold the handle and then pop my hand in my other hand inside the bag, so that can be a little bit annoying. The other thing that I do want to mention, which I actually love about this bag, and I generally love about most bags, and I look for in most bags when I do buy, is that this bag has feet. So it's got 4 little metal studs on the bottom of the bag. And for those of you who don't know, feet are basically just a little bit of additional space between the bottom of your bag and the surface that you place your bag on. And it's more there for, you know, just in case you miss a spill that was on the table, or you miss a spill that was on the floor, or something that was dirty on the floor. Just kind of gives your bag that little bit of extra protection. The Alma BB is a bag that I use pretty much on a daily basis, so I am going to show you what fits inside this bag. But before I do that, I do want to mention one thing, and that is the shape of the bag. From the side, the bag actually tapers up, so it gets smaller as it gets closer to the top. And what I will say about this is it kind of turns into a bit of a Tetris game after a while, especially if you're carrying a fair few things. I generally don't fill this bag further than 70%, especially because monogram canvas is such an easy fabric to kind of mold or reshape in a way that I don't really like filling this bag to the brim. So I'm going to show you what I keep in it on a daily basis. So first, I have my diary. So my diary just kind of goes in the side of it. Now the next thing I have is my wallet, and it is probably really important to mention that this is typically much smaller of a wallet than most women will ever have in their life. It is sold as a coin and card holder, and it is actually out of Louis Vuitton men's. So that also goes in there. Now I have a travel size perfume, fairly small, still on the larger side for a travel size, but it is still fairly small. That goes in the side of my handbag as well. Now in my little side pocket, I do put cards that don't fit into my wallet, but I may use on a semi-regular basis. So things like private health insurance, memberships, or like my Opal card. So they all go in the little side pocket. I also have this is a full-size lip gloss. This is a full-size lip gloss that I keep in my bag as well. I also have a set of keys, which is unnecessarily large because I have a giant pom-pom as a key ring. So that also fits in there. And then my phone sometimes will go in my handbag and sometimes it'll go in my back pocket. But for the purpose of this video, I'm going to pop it in my handbag. And for reference, I have an iPhone 11, so it's not a small phone, but it's not the biggest phone on the market. Now, as you can see, I can still zip up the bag. But what you probably did notice from that video is I basically went from like my larger items all the way down to my smaller items. And that's because of that tapered shape. So I can fit everything inside this bag, but it was a little bit of a Tetris game. So now, in my opinion, there aren't really many cons to this bag at all. It's a bag that really easily transitions from a day bag to a night bag. It fits a decent amount of stuff. It's incredibly versatile, and in terms of wearing and weather, I personally haven't had any problems with it. I know some people have had problems with watermarks from rain and stuff, but I do not have any on the vachetta or the monogram canvas either. What I will say is the only sort of wear and tear thing that really applies to my handbag is the change in the color of the vachetta leather. And personally, my only con being the non-adjustable strap that they have, and that again is a factor that is completely personal, and my height probably plays a large part in that. I do know Louis Vuitton do sell straps on their own as accessories, and those straps are adjustable, so that's something for you to look into. Now, the other thing is I did mention before that monogram canvas is a fairly easy to kind of manipulate material, which means when you're storing it, you kind of need to be careful how you store it. So I know people who get bag organizers if they're storing this bag constantly on a shelf, and bag organizers have another positive to them, which is you can actually continue to use them while the bag is in use. So it can help you to organize your actual bag, hence the name. Now, the other option for people who kind of don't want a bag organizer in their bag because maybe things don't fit in the right slots, or it doesn't have enough space for them because that organizer takes up a lot of space, you can buy purse pillows, which are purely for the storing period of a handbag. You obviously would not use this when your bag is in use. So let me know down below in the comments, did this bag fit everything you expected it to fit? Did it fit more or did it fit less? If you haven't watched my previous video, I did a video on a Christian Louis Vuitton unboxing that will be linked down below in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and enjoy the rest of your day wherever you are. Bye bye!